Welcome back to another episode of the Salford RTG Career Mode here on FC25, where today we are into Season 3 of our Premier League journey, where we are fighting for European football. After last season finishing up in the top 6, I believe we finished in 6th spot. We now sit in a position, we're not quite yet in the Europa League yet, but we are looking to reach the group stage, so we also have to go through qualifying rounds. Those have not been drawn quite yet, but we'll go ahead and get into that today as well. That will be a part of today's episode. Unfortunately, we only have 31 million in our transfer budget, so we don't have that much money in our transfer budget to improve on this team. In which, all honesty, the starting 11 doesn't need that much work. Maybe a couple options at right back, because obviously we lost Katango. Other than that, Pau Victor's a good start, Bernal is a great midfielder, as long as we don't lose him. That's the only way we're going to have to really replace him, is if we lose him. The only bad downside is maybe goalkeeper, with Young not being the best of the best. Mark Bernal is 79 overall, so that is a max we can sign in this transfer window in itself. Obviously, if we lose Mark Bernal, it does not matter. We can still sign a 79 rated player, so that's how we'll do that. I don't know if I ever said that, but that's how we'll do that. But yeah, a lot of these guys are still relatively young, at least the guys that are starting. Yeboah is on the older side. Hendricks is getting up there. Pau Victor, Federico, they're all like 27, so they still have room to grow. EUROPA's young, so he's good enough. Otto Ajay, we might try and cash in on him, in all honesty. Our highest value is obviously Mark Bernal with 79 overall at 36.5 million. 8 Badal 29, Sacco 25 million. There's a good chance he could leave in this transfer window. I'm gonna see what I can do, and then honestly, it might be a relatively slow transfer window until we get to European football. In the first signing we make of this transfer window, we spend 19 million plus the inclusion of Garrett in the deal. So Garrett, a CDM that was kind of getting pushed out the club, is now gone out the club. And for 19 million, we bring in Inyoni from Inter Milan, 79 overall midfielder. Will definitely play a part alongside Mark Bernal and Federico. Welcome to Salford. Welcome back to England. Let's see what you can do. Let's see if you can carry us maybe into European football. That would be a great deal. But for now, you're welcome into a club, at least bare minimum. And welcome back, Katango. Welcome back to Salford, again on loan from the season from Manchester City. We got him right before he ticked up to 80, 79 overall, so we mixed him up there. He comes back into the club, again, only on loan deal. This time it's actually a loan to buy, because honestly I didn't realize until I did it that I did a loan to buy. But for 26 million, we can sign him fully in the summer. I doubt it's possible, but Katango, welcome back to Salford. In some deals that have gone on within some of our players throughout this entirety of the transfer window, Harrison Siemens has gone over to Coventry for loan. Rendondo we sell to SAR. Don't really know what club that is, to be completely honest. Hit the wrong button there. Hold on. Flip's sake. Chandler's off to Sevilla for 3 million. Raul Yarda is off to for 2.5 million. Marquez is off to Rapids for 2.7 million. And then Lembambe is off to Young Boys for 3.1 million. Those are the transfer deals within our players that have happened. We still have a whole bunch more to get through. I'm looking through here. The Europa League doesn't exist anymore. The Europa League is gone. So I think it's bugged, because in 8 days we start Premier League football. We would normally have a knockout stage by now of the Europa League. So I don't think I'm going to be in Europa League, because I don't think the Europa League exists in the save anymore. As weird as that sounds. Alright, the Europa League is back, at least. It is back. We don't have a game yet, so I don't know if we're in it yet. Did the objectives change somehow with that coming back? No, so it's still there. The schedule, I don't think we have a game in that, so I don't know when that will happen, if that will happen, if we're even in that. But we do have the first game of the season already against Crystal Palace. I'm not going to play it, to be honest, because I'm going to try and get through this transfer window and maybe get some action. This might be the boringest transfer window I've ever taken on, because I've been anticipating Europa League contest for a while now. And so, first game of the season where Katango's already up to 80 overall after only being a part of the squad for a little bit, a 1-1 draw. And Savelte comes back to the squad, this time on a permanent deal. We go ahead and swap Yeboah plus $7 million to bring him into the squad. Welcome to Salford for however long, for 5 years, however long until I want to sell you. But you're here permanently now. Welcome back to the club. And probably one of the last signings of the transfer window, because we are completely dead broke now. We needed some defensive backup, so we go ahead and bring in a Man United player, 79 overall. Got his first name already, but Jelst will come into the squad and help provide depth, if not star over Hendricks alongside Apodal. But welcome to the club. Welcome to Salford from Man United. You don't have to really drive that far away. Don't even have to move, probably, to be completely honest. And welcome to Salford. Hopefully we're playing Europa League football. Still don't know really what's going on with that. I have a feeling we're not. I feel like we would be playing for the qualifying stages already. Unless we're already in the league phase, then I've been tripping for no reason. And with the transfer window wrapped up, here is everything that we have done and have taken place in the club. Couldn't show you all because honestly I wasn't really prepared to actually have to show you all and it'd be the most important part of the episode. We go ahead and start with Katango coming into the club. We go ahead and loan out Garcia. He's off to Banfield. We sell Chambers. He's off to Hibernian for $3.2 million. Mikado's off to FCSB for $4.3. We obviously bought back in Savelte. We bought in Finn Jelst to the club. We loaned in Lewis Law, a right back. A right back. He comes into the squad here for a loan. And then we also loan in a backup right mid / right winger as well to provide cover for Savelte. Our squad is incredibly thin here. It is, I mean, it's probably one of the thinnest it's ever been, which is not great, but hey ho, it's the way of the road at the moment. This is your starting 11, the best starting 11 that we can put up. We didn't get a single transfer for Saka. We didn't get a single transfer for Mark Bernal, which was quite interesting in all honesty. Our back four is including Young in net, and then Katango, Apodal, Jelts, and Amash. We have Federico and Bernal, and Ioni is going to possibly play in this part as well. Cuevas at cam still, Savelte, Victor, and Sacco as our front three. We are in the Europa League. We just are through the league phase, and unfortunately this absolutely made me think that we weren't going to reach the group stage, aka the league phase, but that was bugged, in which we already are in the league phase. So we start off at home against Galatasaray, and then we take on Toulouse. We play Napoli, which is hard in itself. We play Union SG, Wolfsburg, Shakhtar Donetsk in there, and then we wrap it up against Viking FK and Bodø Glimt in there. We will not start that in today's episode. We will play Premier League football. We did go ahead and quick sim a game against Chelsea, which we lost 4-1. We will go and play Wolves, Liverpool, and Huddersfield, possibly we'll simulate through Huddersfield. We want to get into some game action in today's episode, so let's get into the action. Salford versus Wolves. Here we go. The first real game of the season. It is the third game of the season. A loss, a draw, no wins. So let's see if we can get a first win. Savelte, out wide to Katango. Katango into Victor. Victor into Sacco. Sacco, touch shot, off target. Kai Havertz from distance. Kai Havertz, Young, who's back in the starting lineup as our new #1 goalkeeper. It cleared as poor from Katango, but Young with a great save. Apodal, out wide for Savelte. Savelte into Pal Victor, who was our top goal scorer after only spending half of a season with us. Savelte goes down. It will be a penalty for Salford in the first 13 minutes of the game here. Chance here to take the lead early. Cuevas will take it. Top right he'll go, and top right he will slot it away. And Salford have the lead here. It's 1-0. Amos. Sacco taken down as well. It's McKinney. A possible yellow card, maybe even a red card, or nothing. Sacco down the left-hand side. Sacco gets taken out from behind. Weston McKinney surely is off the field. Now, if he didn't get a yellow, he's definitely going to get a red here. Weston McKinney should be gone. He is. And Wolves are down to 10 men. Sacco in the box. Not necessarily dealt with. Grabbed by the keeper. Hoover. Havertz. Kai Havertz out wide for Cabral. Cabral. I feel like that's a Salford player of old. It could be. It could not be as well. It's Savelte out wide now. And Savelte down the right-hand side. Savelte gets taken out. It'll be a free kick. I don't think this one's as reckless. He will pick up a yellow card for it, though. Savelte. Cuevas near post to double the lead right before the break. And Santiago Cuevas has his second. It's 2-0 for Salford going into the second half here against Wolves. Alright, well, and Yoni's coming on the field, but not as a CDM. He's -6 as a CDM. He's actually more of a cam. So he might be a backup cam, if anything. But he comes on for Cuevas, so no hat-trick for Santiago. But Yoni gets his debut, as well as our right midfielder. He gets his debut, and EUROPA is on in midfield for Federico. To the corner here for Wolves. Can they do something to possibly crawl back in the game? It's headed away, and then Yoni on the ball. Can he find out wide? Can the new boys linked up? It's Correa. I can't find him. Not the best of pass from Yoni. Cross back post for Kai Havertz. It's a well-worked move from Wolves. They are back in it. It is 2-1. But instead of grabbing the ball, they want to celebrate. Onkaruda is injured on his debut. Can he find EUROPA? He does. Into Pau Victor to seal the deal. 3-1 for Salford. Pau Victor gets on the score sheet. And we'll pick up our first win of the season. Oh, wow, what a wicked deflection that was. It'll fall for Levi. It is 3-2. Thank the Lord we scored the second. The game is over, though. We do win 3-2 here. Salford 3, Wolves 2. On to Liverpool up next. It's Liverpool at Anfield. Here we go. Let's see if we can take them down again. We took them down towards the end of last season. It kind of bolstered our Europa League kind of run. Let's see if we can do it again and maybe get up into the top half of the table, because I know for sure we aren't at the moment, especially with the start of the season we've had with the 1-1-1. And here comes Katango trying to defend Williams Jr. into Isak. His shot is blocked. It's the same exact starting lineup for us as well. Quite literally. Cuevas, Pau Victor, out wide for Sacco. And Sacco now down the left-hand side. It's end-to-end to start here. Sacco cross in. Pau Victor trying to get a shot off. He does get a shot off straight to Momardishvili. Cuevas out wide for Savelte. And Savelte now down the byline. Savelte into the box for Pau Victor, off target. Ryerson crossed in. Martins, it's header. It's a goal kick. Williams Jr. into Isak. And Isak Young with the fantastic save. Pau Victor off of the counter-attack into Savelte. Savelte against Subamendi. Savelte will get him. And Savelte now to take the lead. And Savelte slots it away. It's 1-0 for Salford here. We take the lead 25 minutes in. Savelte whipped in. Pau Victor, I try to hit that down to Sacco. Maybe should have just tried to hit it to net. Cunningham. Isak, 1-1. They draw level. Cuevas, Sacco, Pau Victor, Savelte, toe poked it, but Momardishvili saved, and out for a corner it goes. Isak now into Chiesa. Chiesa on the ball, intercepted by Amos. Federico will look to find Sacco. Now Sacco down the wings. Can we get a goal right before the break here? It's Sacco down the byline, into the box now. Looking to Pau, find Victor. Does find Pau Victor. His shot is blocked. It's halftime. 1-1 here. Chiesa intercepted by Amos. Second ball, one back, and now back into Chiesa's hands where yellow card Federico has to defend. It's Gels. He'll toe poke it out for a corner. Cuevas, Sacco. Pau Victor needs to run, and Pau Victor is running. And Pau Victor, he might not be the quickest, but he's good enough. It's Pau Victor. It's Salford 2, Liverpool 1. Isak, right off kickoff, trying to level it up. Cuevas into Sacco. And Sacco hits the inside of the post and finds the back of the net, and Salford make it 3-1. And a massive 3 points can be on the cards for us here. Brink of much of changes. European is obviously on. Vidal on the right hand side. Otto Ajay making his first appearance as striker for us. And it is Vidal on his first effort. Saved by Mormondishvili. We have Inyoni, but it might fall for Vidal. He'll head it down. Can he find Sacco? He does. Deflected possibly? No. Goal kick. And that will be game over. A 3-1 win here for Salford over Liverpool. Back-to-back wins in the league. Are we going to make a top 4 charge this season? Could be the goal, but with a lackluster transfer window, I don't know how much of a possibility that will be. Plus the addition of Europa League football. We'll find out. And to the end of the episode, we are going to go ahead and simulate through this game here against Huddersfield in the Carabao Cup. Pal Victor strikes first in the first 12 minutes here, 1-0. And about 5 minutes later, he makes it 2-0. And about 2 minutes later, Savelte makes it 3-0. What is going on? And a 3-1 win, an entertaining 10-minute spell there where we scored all 3 goals. But after that, it was a boring fest. Baker did get a consolation goal in there. Stoke City beat Arsenal. Wow. Well then, that's interesting for the Carabao Cup. We obviously still want to win the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup at some point in our career here. So a good start there is Arsenal getting knocked out. But when we come back, our next 5 is Brentford. And then we begin our Europa League journey, our European journey against one of the European great teams in Galatasaray, and then we come back to Premier League for Aston Villa, then over to Toulouse, actually in home at Toulouse, and then home to Burnley. We ended the episode in 9th in the Premier League after the first 4 games, 2 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. We are currently 5 points behind top of spot Man City, who are currently 4-0 to start the season. Some more action when we come back. I will see y'all there. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.